Hey everybody, it's Craig here at C. Wright & Sons Metalworks, and I'm out here in the backyard. So you hear a little bit of traffic in the background. There's a street about 45 or 50 yards from me, and my dog's over here making some noise in the background. But I'm out here, I'm getting ready to have a little cookout this evening. We're going to have a fire here in the fire pit. We're going to make some hobo pies, or mountain pies, in the Mountain Pie Makers, store-bought of course. And what I'm going to do for you here this evening is I'm going to do a no-match fire. Nothing major, no flint and steel or any, real Daniel Boone stuff. But I'm going to use a ferrocerium rod and a striker, and then some of this tinder bundle material. And I'm going to start the fire here in the fire pit. So I'll get right back with you. So I already have a spot prepped here in the fire pit. The ground was a little wet, so I just put a couple pieces of wood down there. Just get myself a dry spot to start this fire. I've kind of prepped this material already, but basically this is just a cotton swab, tampon, anything like that, that is then pre-treated with like petroleum jelly, something along those lines. And then you simply strike the ferro rod to spark, and load a bill and everything goes right, we get flames. Just scrape off a little magnesium material there. Little pieces already prepped, of course, small pieces. Some really dry, small stuff. And also have another little trick up my sleeve here. I have the pocket bellows. I'm going to use pretty handy little tool, pocket bellows. Just get my fire lay here, and we will be off to the races. The trick, of course, is to use very dry wood. This is a lot more difficult if you're in the situation where you have wet wood. You have to work for it, and we can cover more of that at a later time. But that is a real quick video. Sorry about the noise on the camera. I've been down here. It's a really quick video of a no-match fire. All right, guys, an update here. It is 7 minutes after I struck the ferrocerium rod and lit the cotton swab that was soaked with petroleum jelly. And we are all ablaze here. Off to a good start for this fire, for our dinner this evening. And I simply want to say that, when I'm out trekking through the woods, woodcraft, on a woodcraft adventure, bushcraft adventure, hiking, camping, whatever, I always carry a Bic lighter. I try to carry, sometimes I have a Zippo lighter. I have multiple ways to start a fire, but a ferrocerium rod and a petroleum jelly soaked cotton swab, it's going to do the trick every time. Again, I can't stress enough finding dry wood, and there are ways to find dry wood even in the forest. Even if it's been raining for days, you can still find dry wood. You just got to work for it. work a lot harder. But we are off to a good start here this evening. My family will be happy. We'll get our mountain pies cooking here in a little bit. We'll get a nice bed of coals built up in there, and we will enjoy. Alright, there's nothing like a man in his fire. Not many feelings in the world unlike this, or like this, should I say. It's been just a few minutes since I started this fire, and we just continue to build from here. I am coming back on for a few minutes. I just want to show a little bit of the gear I'm using right now. So I'm actually kneeling, using this as a kneeling pad. So this is from Tyler, the Wayfaring Woodsman. This is his wilderness mat. And one side is a heavy-duty canvas material. I think it's about 24 inches by about 16 inches, something like that. And has his logo there, the Wayfaring Woodsman. But heavy-duty nylon, has a metal grommet on each corner, and on the back side, the reflective material. But if I double this over, it makes an outstanding kneeling mat for exactly this kind of thing. Fire starting and whittling and what have you. But the other things I have here with me, my fire kit. This is a very basic fire kit, but also from Tyler at the Wayfaring Woodsman. One of his Possibles pouches, and just a heavy duty Cadora or something like that. And that's what I had inside. I had some of the cotton swab fire starters, and this is inexpensive ferrocerium rod. It's a ferrocerium rod and a striker together, locks together. And in there also I keep my pocket bellows. Excuse me, the fire is going in my face, the smoke is in my face. But I keep also in there the pocket bellows from Epiphany Outdoor Gear, and a great product. Kind of like smoke is chasing me. Kind of puts you in the mind of like a 70s car antenna or radio antenna that you would have on your mom's boombox when you were a kid. I was a kid in the 80s, so that's what I would have experienced. But telescoping, pocket bellows, this is a great product, and it didn't cost a whole lot at all. So that's my very basic fire kit that I had here this afternoon. As far as what I've been processing wood with, a couple things here. Today I've used largely from my friend Mike Trinkman from Texas, and Trinkovich blades. One of his large Bowie style knives, high carbon steel. I believe he makes these, if I'm not mistaken, this is probably made from leaf spring, but a high carbon type steel, very robust. Approaching a 1/4 inch on the spine, but just a great swinging Bowie, and super high quality. The edge is razor sharp, and I've batoned it through several pieces of wood here this afternoon. I love that knife from Mike Trinkman. I've also used my small camp style axe. This is a Snow and Healy, U.S. made in Maine, and I've had this for a couple years. And I enjoy using it. It retains an edge very good. And I've been splitting, actually it was right in the middle of splitting this big old knotty burl. I'm splitting that just before I began to record, so maybe I can just finish that off real quick. So this is really a one-handed axe, but if I slide my hand up off that swell, I can get my other hand on there. It enables me to get a little more force. More force behind my cut. So that's pretty much it. That's the gear I've been using. Also laying out here, I was messing around with some feather sticks before I began to record. I have my LT Wright knife, the Bushcrafter HC, his high carbon Bushcrafter knife with that mustard patina on there. And an awesome little knife, awesome. And Sean Smiley and I went and took a tour of LT Wright's facility. He's over in Wintersville, Ohio. That's about an hour from us. And we both purchased these knives off LT over there. And we had a good time touring the facility. But I was using this for some feather sticks. Again, a great product. Highly, highly recommend. That's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Take care. God bless.